Hey guys, Carl here from 1230 Media, here with my buddy Luke. Luke, you guys at Orange Thread contract to do events all over the place.
Yeah.
We're here at NRB, the National Religious Broadcasters Convention in Nashville, Tennessee. You guys have been here all week, and you guys do a lot of the main sessions, all the camera work, video content, playing all that back, all that. Kind of walk me through that.
Yeah, so there's actually several vendors involved. Our team, Orange Thread, really just leads all the media assets. So we take care of making sure every piece, every video, every graphic, every image, every sponsor slide, all that gets managed. Streamline Productions actually does all of the equipment. And then Dan Castor, who's a producer of our show, Encore Productions, really handles all the crewing, logistics, design, stage, all that sort of stuff. So that's a little bit outside of our wheelhouse.
Okay.
But Dan brings us in to manage all the media pieces.
So walk me through Video World and kind of how you guys manage all those assets.
Yeah, so we're here in Video World on the main stage. So this right here is video engineering. This is where brightness, iris control, camera control all happens, so camera guys don't deal with all that.
Right.
Over here is where our director sits, and so he's getting a chance to see everything. This is also our producer's multi-view, so the director is able to know exactly what the producer is seeing. And I'll walk through some of that here in just a second. And then over here is Graphics World. So one of the most common questions we get is, how is our director being done? Does the director have his own TD, which would basically be the person switching for him?
Right.
And in this environment, just because it's not that complex of a show, Dennis, our director, is actually his own TD. We only have 6 cameras. And then one of the things that we do that's a little bit unique, and this is a great tip for those watching to maybe be able to implement in your world, is we use ProPresenter to play back all of our media, and then we actually have a stage display that's just showing video countdowns, so that our producer, the person calling the show, and our director all know without someone having to constantly reiterate over intercom.
So they're not calling over comm, hey, 10 seconds left.
They are still doing
5.
that, but when a lot of changes happen, then everybody still sees it. So it's a confidence basically.
Right. So walk me through how you manage, how many assets do you have across a week?
We probably have up to or around 200 pieces of media.
Okay.
So we basically give every single one of those. And those are coming from different sponsors, different speakers, different presenters. I mean, we have a whole bunch of different, to put it in a term, ministries that use this space. It's kind of a multi-purpose stage. So every day something different's happening. And so we created a couple years ago a system that basically allows us to manage all those assets.
Okay.
And every piece of media, image, video, sponsor, slides, graphic, in title, logo, whatever, we put an asset ID to.
Okay.
And then we manage all that asset ID. So it would be like A01, B22, C13, whatever that is. And now we have a sheet. Let me show you that. It's actually right here. And we could probably get a little bit close to this and see this. But as I scroll through this, these are all 180, 200-ish assets that are on there. And you'll notice that right here, Phil Cook spoke, and his whole slide deck was F16. So I can come over here. He only had one slide in his slide deck. It's been approved. And then this right here is the actual Dropbox link. Carl, we keep everything in the cloud so that we can basically push media to wherever we need to in a week.
So how does that relate to your team? So everybody's not coming to you. They can go to any member on the team to get the Dropbox link or whatever they need?
So we allow the key players, producer, executive producer, and then the room producers. So there's about 4 or 5 rooms here at the convention center that all the media is being used in. And each of them have access to this document, so that if they see on a run sheet, and here's last night's run sheet, and you can see right here, this trailer from God's Not Dead is asset number K01. And so the producer is able to go into K01 if, let's say, God's Not Dead's people come up to him and say, hey, what video are you about to play? He can open up K01 on this sheet and very quickly show them. And so that cloud system allows it to, I'm not a clog in the system. Right. And in any production environment, if one person, everything has to funnel through them, then everything gets boggled down.
Yeah, if they're off, then there's a hole, there's a weight.
Yeah.
So, all right, a couple more questions. I want to ask you about lower thirds on ProPresenter. So there's different ways you can do lower thirds. You can build those motion graphics where they're animated, but you guys choose to do all static.
We just do static. What's funny is we actually several years ago did animated. But this show, with the number of speakers that are coming, as you can tell, the 180 plus pieces of media or assets that we're using, it's just incredible how quickly things change, how much last minute a speaker may come in, and what we may have advanced and approved is a one title. But we then find out once their team comes up, or their agent, or their rep, or whatever, hey, actually, we don't want to talk about the role that they have in the company. We want to talk about author of this book that they're promoting. Right. And so sometimes these things have to be replaced. And the reason we do them static in ProPresenter is so that we can change all that out on basically the flip of the switch.
Awesome.
It's all dynamic. Everything. It's a living environment.
So you can change it at any time.
Absolutely.
Well, guys, I hope this kind of gives you just a snapshot of what a bigger event might look like, and you might be in this kind of world at your church. And so I hope that these tips kind of help you to organize and to kind of structure your own environments at your own churches. You got any parting thoughts?
No, it's great. I think the biggest thing is like organize it on the end. When things come in, go ahead and immediately ask that idea so that later when I can go to the graphics correct and say, hey guys, this is changing out, now go get P21 instead of J6.
Yeah.
And if you do that on the front end, it's a whole lot less work on the back end, and everybody has clear communication all the way through.
Yeah, planning it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you checking us out.